last time you had jumped across the canyon and fought the nightshade that appeared. And yeah, you all did not search the cave up top.
No, I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, look at all these items we got. Isn't that called the resurrection and all that jazz, right?
Yeah, I thought that's where that came from.
Unless you want to give us it again.
Oh, come on, damn it. Okay, let's turn you down just a hair. And let's see. Yeah, there was a cauldron of resurrection, a luck blade, a pair of diamond earrings, and whatnot. So we can cross that off the list. Okay. We've got who's on the map. Step is out. And we've got Poppy. Okay, we got Glissa. Poppy is there. And the Pallid Mask is dead.
And we lost the mask. How did that happen?
Oh, that's right, that's right. I gotta bring him back.
We're gonna polymorph him tomorrow, so we gotta keep him alive until then.
And that's why Enzo was hidden.
Yes, because Enzo is inside the Pallid Mask, which seems kind of weird when you put it that way.
Okay. Everyone's on the map. Okay. Yeah, you all still are in control of the Pallid Mask. You defeated the Nightshade. And I guess you're ready to head south into the canyon?
Alright.
Sounds good.
Okay, who's marching first?
That's a great question.
So, is Glissa down to normal size at this point?
Yes,
I think Glissa is not raging.
So Glissa can be the lead.
And Steph's not here, right? So do we want to hide him?
Yeah, put Glissa back on the map. And she's no longer flying at 30 feet. Okay. Okay, the basalt walls widen to form this artificial gorge. I'm sorry, gorge. And
I'm like, wow, okay.
uh,
Wintermute, have you had dinner yet?
yes, I have.
Okay, I was like, maybe you're just really hungry.
uh, and as you all approach, you see this massive, twisted willow tree, and you see the strange moss growing in patches over and in between breaks in
Is
its
that
ebony bark.
like down there in that opening
Yes.
is with the willow tree?
Yes, it is. I figured you all were moving down there.
Yes.
And beyond the tree and in the distance to the south, you can see that the ravine rises and flattens out as the basalt structures give way to an entirely different landscape. It's as if this was some environmental decimation point.
Okay. The tree, with my knowledge, does anything about it, like, stand out to me? Do I recognize if it's like some weird perversion of a normal tree or what?
Give me just a second and I'll tell you.
Also, Gliss's token's like hidden and Poppy's not considered on our side. It's probably accurate, but we've been pretending otherwise at least.
And there's Glissa.
I'm neutral to the party.
Is that how it is?
Yeah, y'all keep making fun of me, so I can't decide whether I still like you.
Okay, Eric, what you know about the tree? Yeah, you know that it's not a normal willow tree. That actually it is a willow dusk tree. And let's see. I'm sorry. It is a night willow. And, let's see. First of all, you know that if you get close enough, it can emit a wave of negative energy. And, it can emit this droning sound auditable to everyone within 100-foot range. And if you don't make your will save, you enter a state of lethargy. And affected creatures cannot move and have no desire to take any other action or engage in combat unless you have been attacked first.
Well, you want to give us a short rest?
Sure can. And you know that it also has the ability to release fungal spores, which will cause con damage. And you also know that the blood of the tree is poisonous, and that you probably should not drink it.
Damn, I was really gonna drink the tree blood. That was
So
my
bas-
number one thing.
So basically, firebomb it from a distance.
Yeah. Can I just can I hit it with some sort of fire spell from this distance?
Yeah, you sure could.
Hold anything in particular or resistant?
Well, you know that it does have rejuvenation, poisonous blood, DR10 magic. It's immune to disease. It has plant traits. It resists 10 cold, 10 fire, and has fast healing 5.
As weird as this may sound, does this look like a normal night willow, or is this like an unusual specimen?
Uh, uh, Technically, the type is it's a fungal advanced willow dusk. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So if I shoot a fireball, it's not gonna like attack us, right? Like I can just kill it from a distance, or is it gonna?
No, it apparently. I think it's like an actual animated plant that will try to eat us. I'm assuming.
Yeah, if you come close to it, it's going to attack you.
Okay. And I guess should I open with a fireball? What are we doing here?
Do we have a big ass sack of flour and a torch?
I'm not quite getting that.
Nobody here has seen Goblin Slayer.
Oh, yeah.
No.
He wants to make it. He wants to make a fine dust explosion,
Yeah, basically.
killing us too.
No, we hide behind shit, obviously.
Too funny.
Okay.
So basically, I mean, is it like pretending to not notice us yet, or how did we get this close without trying to do something, or?
Yeah, you're pretty confident that I mean, it's a tree. Can a tree really be aware of you?
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a tree that actually has intelligence. Probably not high intelligence, but I don't think this is a mindless creature.
No, it is not.
Probably has like tremor sense or something.
I like it. But yes, you can attack it from a distance. You can see tangled among the roots of the night willow is a corpse of a creature that it apparently chose not to swallow.
Well, it's just taking a nice lovely nap by the tree. We should all do the same.
Yeah, it is almost entirely decayed. And at this distance, it doesn't look like any humanoid creature that you have ever seen.
So this thing eats people too now?
Like I said, I think this is like a carnivorous hunting plant thing from the description.
Yes, it will swallow you whole if it gets the chance.
Okay, so I would suggest that we start by having like myself and the Pallid Mask cast a spell, and then we attack this thing from it. If the Pallid Mask casts a spell, it'll probably come towards us. At which point, Poppy and Glissa can move in and attack. Anyone have an objection to that idea?
Sounds fine to me.
As long as I don't get eaten by a tree.
You might get temporarily eaten. Okay, so can you move me to where I would not a little bit further back run to mute there?
Are you able to move yourself?
No. Otherwise I would have.
What the hell?
Okay, now I am. Okay. So, do you want us to like roll for initiative now, or is it effectively a surprise round that we can do something before it reacts, or what?
You know, like, I'll give you a surprise round just because it hasn't done anything threatening to you yet. So, let's go ahead and roll initiative and we'll just go in order.
And is it in the correct squares right now? Because I don't think it's in the right squares.
Give me just a second and I'll tell you.
It might be half a square off.
Yeah, I think it's like half a square off.
Yeah.
Oh, and up or down too. I think it's huge, right? So.
Yes, it is. And we'll put him there.
Okay. I'm waiting on apparently Glissa to roll initiative.
Yeah, sorry, I had to reconnect. Client froze for some reason.
Okay, Eric, you're up.
Would enlarge person still be active on you?
Oh, did you not hear me earlier? No, that's only when I'm blood raging.
Okay, well, your rage and enlarge person are still active on yourself. One of the reasons this mattered is that just gave you a penalty to your initiative. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cast haste on everyone, start up a song. Hopefully we don't use more than a round or two. And that's a swift action, so then I'll also cast haste. Well, that's all I can do.
So are we fighting this tree?
Yes.
Okay,
I would have told you that it's a giant carnivorous tree that's going to try to eat and drink our blood. And bodies, for that matter.
I'll move forward, blood rage, and attack.
Okay, how are you moving forward like that and attacking?
Move south 30 feet.
And then that would be your turn.
Oh, yeah, surprise round.
Oh, it's a surprise round. Okay. I will just blood rage then, I guess. And cast a spell on myself.
Was Mirror Image supposed to put something on you?
Yeah, I have to re-remember how Mirror Image works with the original rules. It's 1d4 plus 1 per 3 caster levels, so...
Correct.
5 plus 1d4.
Maximum of 8.
So 7.
So you have 7. Now, are you getting bigger when you rage?
I will be getting bigger too, so I'm implying enlarge person myself as well.
Okay, so does that push you back then, effectively?
I would assume so in this case. Yeah, like right there. Alright, and I think that should be everything.
Okay. Poppy.
Well, if this is a surprise round, there's probably not a whole lot I can do.
I mean, technically you could charge, but actually might not be a bad idea because it's a surprise round, so you'll get to full attack again before it's its turn, and you can't make an attack of opportunity.
Okay, guess I'll charge it then. I'll probably get eaten, but at least it'll have it distracted so you can launch spells.
That's the spirit.
Leroy!
What the hell is going on? Okay, Poppy moves down.
And my fucking arrow thing moves with me, apparently. So what's...
I assume you would be power attacking with that, right?
Only if I have Fury's Focus at the... Oh, fuck. Only if I have Fury's Focus at this point. Which I don't.
So, just so we're on the same page, why are you saying just only if you have Fury's Focus?
Matter. Okay, so I did 32 damage. Am I supposed to still be doing sonic damage?
Yes,
Yeah.
I just started
Okay.
earlier this round.
So goes me.
Alright, Pallid Mask.
Okay. It's not immune to negative. Actually, this is just damage. It doesn't even have a type. It's untyped damage. Perfect.
Well, what spell are you thinking?
Finger of Death. It's untyped damage.
Yeah, so it is a death spell, and it gives a fortitude saving throw, right?
True, but it doesn't specify. Would it have to specify it's negative?
No, this thing's undead, right? Weren't you mute because it's the fungal?
Nowhere does it say about it being undead.
It's
And
a
it
plant, he
does,
said.
yeah, it does not have
Considers the
undead
fungal
traits.
plant, so it's not considered undead.
Correct.
Okay.
So this should do full damage.
Yeah. I thought it was considered undead because that's what all the other infested things were back in the other place, remember?
Okay, well, if I roll I'm going to reroll my caster level check if I roll below 6. Oh, it doesn't have spell resist. Great. It looks like I check mark means I succeeded.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Means the plant succeeded or the plant failed?
Yes. Did the plant fail? It's save.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you cast it. Yeah, the plant did succeed.
So the check mark means
It succeeded is what
Yeah.
I don't roll it. That's very confusing.
Yes,
Okay.
you do not roll.
Well, he still takes a little bit of damage. It's not full damage. He takes.
When'd you mute? If I was gonna guess, what would I think that is this thing's weakest and strongest saves in general? If it's something that would be notable.
I'm also done with it.
Reflex.
Is
And
Weakest.
will.
So Fortitude is its best save. That's what you're
Correct. Yep.
saying. Okay.
Okay, so Pallid Mass Kits, Night Willow's not doing anything. Steph, Julian, and Rock are not here. Eric, you're up.
Okay. So I don't really see a reason to run in here, given the thing's nature and the fact we have these two other melee who I think are going to deal with it pretty efficiently. So yeah, I think I'm literally just gonna stay here and give one more round of song, and hopefully that's it. I'll go ahead and move up to there as well.
Yeah, I'm just unlocking tokens. Okay.
Unlock tokens for me.
Yes, sir, you're up.
Also, just Finger of Death is actually untyped. It does full damage to undead and everyone.
No, but it requires a Fortitude save, and undead don't need anything that requires a Fortitude save.
Gotcha.
It also affects an object.
Can you lock tokens for me?
Yeah, sure can.
Wait, they're immune to like disintegrate too?
No, because disintegrate works on objects. Anything that does not work on objects, then requires a Fortitude saving throw, fails against undead.
Gotcha.
How much movement do you have?
85 with haste.
How are you getting up to 85?
I have 55, and then plus 30 from haste.
How are you getting 55?
30 plus 10 from fast moving, and then I'm pretty sure my racial bonus is an extra plus 1 feet for every level.
What race are you?
Elf.
Huh. Okay.
That sounds right. I remember elves having that as a racial bonus.
Yeah. I just didn't realize he was doing that. Okay.
Alright, I'll move to there.
That did not quite work out. Okay.
Yeah, for some reason I'm not able to
Okay.
accept moves.
So that does take you out of, because you were trying to could move all the way around. So you no longer have Discordant Voice.
That's fine, I'd rather have the plus 2 to hit with flanking. And then I will do an attack. I'm gonna power attack, I think.
Winchmute.
Yes, sir.
Can we assume that either Adolian or Steph would have put Barkskin on Poppy? Because I guess Poppy's been gone for like multiple sessions now.
Yeah, we can assume that.
Alright, can we assume that I would have put Heroism on him as well? Both long-lasting buffs that'll last for like an hour and a half, 2.5 hours each.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you go to Seth's character sheet and drag the Barkskin 5 onto Bob?
Why you don't want Poppy to get by the tree? I'm pretty interested to see what happens.
Oh, Poppy's gonna kill the tree here.
I don't know, the 28 missed. Oh wait, you said we have haste too, right? Well, I did damage.
No shit. Alright, Mr. Pallid Mask.
Okay. Don't want it. My other spells will hit other people. No, I kind of want to save some of these other ones.
Conserve spells like I'm trying to conserve, but
I have a lot of spells. That's not. It's not that it's not that I don't have the spells. It's that I guess I can technically hold on. I guess I can technically fireball. Was it 20? Is it 20? 30? 30?
30 sounds right.
Okay. It's 30 and 5. That's why. Okay, that's it. So, if I shoot it over here, I won't hit them. So I will,
that's not technically the right placement, but the general gist of what you're trying to do is okay, fine.
yeah, I mean, okay, fine, here. It won't hit anyone else. That's what matters.
Yes.
So,
Box is still wrong, though. Probably can kill the range touch.
why did it make an attack? Fireball's not a touch attack roll.
Because in very specific cases, you could have to like throw it down a slit, and that's in the fire rules. Just head it through like an arrow slit. You have to make a touch.
Okay, now it should take full damage. So it partially just 10 a bit.
Right, which we mentioned it had 10 fire resist earlier.
Yeah, no. I'm done.
Okay, let's see. The Night Willow, first of all, is going to swing a branch at Poppy. We're going to swing another branch at Poppy. And what the hell? We're going to swing another one at Poppy. That one hit. And for the final one, we're going to swing a fourth branch at Poppy. Fuck. I quit. Y'all win.
I'm gonna drop my song so that we're not burning rounds. Guess we need it later on.
You can drop that haste as well. You need to conserve it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so I will drop my haste and get myself the haste spell back. Is that what you're saying?
I think
with this idea.
Only you should have it.
I see. Well, I will, if you're okay with it, I will undo the haste on people and restore the spell slot. I'm okay with this. I absorb the arcane energy back into myself. If that's what we're going with. Is that not what you meant?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna 5-foot step up to there. And I can't actually approach any closer without triggering an attack of opportunity. They thought I'd listed to shield me, so I won't move at all more. so... So 1 crit and 2 hits, it looks like.
Yep. Oh, it hangs. Oh, I have a haste attack too, don't I?
Yep, I'm never giving you all a surprise round again.
I didn't attack it in the surprise round, at least. I was nice.
Yeah, that kind of
So
sucks.
apparently I cast Heroism on 3 people. That's before I cast it on Poppy. So once did I put it like Sith and Adolan or something?
Yeah,
This is
because
really
they were here.
when we don't have like any kind of consistent group apparently.
Yeah, Steph has, heroism, and Dulian does not.
Okay, well, how about this? If this is okay with you, Winchmute. Since I used 3 heroisms, can we assume that for the moment I will have 3 heroisms active without taking any of spell slot on whoever happens to be there that week?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so Glissa, Poppy, and myself currently have heroism. But it's technically not on Stefan Adola under the rock anymore, apparently, because they're not here.
They're dead. To us.
Okay, so we kill the tree. I encourage Poppy to drink its blood as it is, rumored to have serious healing and rejuvenation properties, right?
It'll also make Poppy 1 size bigger, like a normal.
Wait, why am I suddenly 1 size bigger?
Because you want to be a normal human size.
Is this like int juice or something?
Oh, I mean, that would certainly bring my weapon damage up a size, I guess. That'll make Wintermute happy.
Yeah, you wanna go ahead and drink the blood there?
Okay, so we killed the fake tree, and then we just walk on, I'm guessing?
Well, hold up, there's a body.
Yeah, you
Sure,
do
we
have a
look at the
corpse
body.
of a creature in the...
Okay, does it look like an undead creature? Like, is it about to spring up and attack us?
No, it does not. The body itself is almost entirely decayed, but looking at it, and once again, it doesn't look like any humanoid creature you've ever seen. And
Whoa! Are you? I would like to challenge this assertion. So
go ahead, roll.
Actually, why don't you actually roll instead of take 10? Or are you gonna take 20?
I'm gonna take 20.
Oh my god.
So if it looks like a humanoid creature, that'd be knowledge local, right?
Yeah, close enough.
Okay, I have a 58.
And it looks like no humanoid creature you have ever seen.
Or heard of?
And I quote, regardless of any knowledge check they may attempt, unquote.
Wow.
It's just a human, some regular human.
They saw you coming, Eric. Now, the body is wearing some armor.
Wait, hold up. How long do you think it's been dead?
Long enough to be mostly decomposed.
Oh,
So, would you like to search the body?
I'll search the body.
Okay. The body is wearing a Warden of the Woods armor. And it also has a handy haversack, and it's carrying a staff of healing that has 7 charges. And also on the body, you find a platinum pendant that's set with blue sapphires that looks very, very, very expensive. And inside the handy haversack, you find a scroll of dimensional armor, a scroll of locate creature, and also inside the pack is a non-magical white gold scepter that's worth 5,000 gold. And there's a cache of coins. 1,237 platinum pieces, 4,765 gold pieces, 17,000 silver pieces, and 19,000 copper.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I got some moolah.
But no place to spend it right now.
And I'm going to put all that in the inventory, I hope.
Alright, well, I suggest that y'all just carry me around in the haversack from now on, and whenever we get into a fight, just throw me.
All unidentified.
Yes, they're all. Do you want the staff there, Eric? I can't use it.
I'm trying to hat staff if you would even.
Okay.
Do you have UMD?
Oh yeah, I have UMD.
Okay.
Please, what self-respecting bard would not have UMD? I have plus 25 UMD prior to any other effects.
Okay, let's see. Handy haversack.
I'll take the handy haversack. Someone else wants it.
Yeah, you can just carry me around in it.
I don't think you'll fit.
I'm small. How would a small gnome not fit?
I think you have like 80 pounds.
I'll do reduced person, then I'll pop them in there.
Magical Greenwood Splint Mail. What is that? Oh, is that still unidentified at this point?
Hold on.
It is something.
Tracking them down, at least on GM side, they'd tell you whether or not it's identified. And that's what? Splint mail.
Should I take the scrolls?
That's gotta be.
There's just no way for me to fail casting them.
Not that I'm trying to insinuate it. But what's your dexterity like?
Mine?
Yeah, because Dimensional Anchor does require you to hit on a ranged touch attack.
22.
Okay, so if you were to make like a ranged attack right now, you would have a what?
Let's find a spell that has that.
It's like 7 plus 6, so plus 13. Looks like
13, yeah.
Okay.
It's not terrible.
But if we think we're going to fight something that has a higher touch AC, you might want to give me that scroll to use.
The reason why is it would be a pretty hard check, right? 20 plus the caster level, right?
It's only like DC 27. It's a level 4 spell.
That's caster level. Yeah, why don't you take it then?
Yeah, I mean, I
thought it was a higher level spell when I saw caster level 7. I keep forgetting that. Just take both the scrolls then and the staff.
Okay.
Since you can use them, I'll take the Necronomicon though.
Obviously. Now, which means, strictly speaking, if we're gonna get very technical here, and you can tell me if you're willing to handwave it, I can't actually carry the staff as it's too heavy and would put me into medium load. So, but given I'm not going to actually use it in combat as far as I know, are you fine with just kind of hand waving it and saying that somebody else is carrying it as needed in a haversack or something?
Yeah, that'll work.
Do you want the haversack then?
Well, technically I'd have to rearrange my inventory because I can't carry the haversack without going into...
5? You can't... It's 5 pounds!
Yeah, I'm at 22 out of 23 pounds for light load right now.
Wow,
you like 8 strength?
Weak ass
7
motherfucker.
strength. I told you my guy was like super thin.
My guy's stronger than you.
I never challenged you to an arm wrestling contest.
Parrot.
I do want to point out that the Warden of the Woods armor is a suit of +3 greenwood splint mail.
Yeah, so, I mean, that sounds cool, but I don't think that's actually remotely useful for anyone.
Yeah, sadly, I can't use it.
I
think that's
do you want to
Adolia.
double the scepters and the platinum pennant? Unless it looks like one of them, unless it looks like we should hang on to it. And were the diamond earrings just added as well? Or was that-
No, they've been in there.
Okay.
And that's the white gold scepter. Double it is 2.
So if you double it, it's actually 80 winter.
And
Does anyone in particular want to take the potion to cure serious wounds?
I can hold on to it, but I think I'm also still sitting on several potions of Cure Light that nobody ever let me use.
Are you angry that you never got the chance to drink those potions?
No, actually, I have 3 Cure Light and 1 Cure Moderate and 2 Cure Serious. And a couple other potions that I have for some reason.
Well, the awkward thing is that in terms of a per charge usage, it's actually better to sell the Cure Light Wounds potions and get a wand of Cure Light Wounds because it costs 15 gold per wand charge and 50 gold per potion. So even selling the potion would give you 25, which is a charge and a half from the wand.
Well, then I'll just drop the potions into the party sheet.
But, I mean, do you have any healing potions, Glissa?
I got the one I just took from the inventory. Party inventory.
I mean, given that Poppy has 2, you might want to grab 2 as well. Just so both of you. I mean, it's honestly only going to heal like 20 hit points and probably isn't even worth using unless you literally have no other option. But even then, you're probably better off just full attacking again, hoping you don't die. That's the unfortunate reality.
And I also have false greater life, so that's probably better if I need.
Okay. So, did we want to hang on to the Cauldron of Resurrection, or did we want to... Because what I think we determined, right, is that strictly speaking, for the cost of the Cauldron of Resurrection, even if we sold it, that would allow us to get, like, 3 raised deads. But do you want to have us just keep it because it's, like, cool for now?
Keep what?
The Cauldron of Resurrection?
I mean, resurrection's better than raised dead, right?
Sure, but you still have to pay the 10,000. So even with that, you could sell the cauldron. So like right now, let's say somebody dies and needs to be resurrected, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, yes, having the cauldron is good because we don't need to go find a cleric who can cast it. But if we assume that we have somebody like the queen who can cast resurrection, right? She was like a cleric, right? The Empress, Queen, whatever.
The one made of
gal.
porcelain. Wintermute.
I'm sorry.
The queen was like a high-level cleric, right? Who could cast like resurrection and stuff. Anyway, if we do have access to a cleric, right? By selling the cauldron, we'd get 16,500 gold, which is more than enough to pay for a resurrection in and of itself, and have 6,000 gold left over or whatever. So unless we use the cauldron of resurrection, like what? Half a dozen times or something, like it's not gonna.
Yeah, let's sell the cauldron then.
Wait, when did we pick up the Black Cauldron?
Last session.
From the Nightshade. I mean, it's a cool thing to have, and it feels like it might be in. I mean, Poppy, for now, do you want to hang on And then we can see whether we think we're going to have reliable access to Resurrection. Because, I mean, at this point, Resurrection isn't even like a higher level spell. It's a spell below what we can cast. You know, we're up to level 8 spells now. Resurrection's actually kind of behind the curve.
Well, speak for yourself.
The queen that you met is not a cleric.
What was she? She was some sort of powerful caster, wasn't she?
Yeah. Truly, she's got a bunch of psychic abilities.
The important question is, do we think she can resurrect people, or do we need to find someone else to do that?
You'll need to find someone else.
Okay, well, Kapapi, you want to keep the Black Cauldron for right now?
It's fine. We have someone who can resurrect. We have our druid.
Uh,
He can just reincarnate.
Poppy, why don't you grab the Black Cauldron for now?
I don't know if I can even carry this huge ass.
No, let's sell it. I think selling is probably the correct.
I mean, I don't really care either way. I just thought it was interesting that we had, like, something I hadn't thought about since my childhood in the party inventory.
Okay, has everyone got everything they want out of the party sheet?
What do you think, Marsh? Do you want to keep or sell the cauldron?
Wait, wasn't someone going to take the Necronomicon?
It's not something that can be sold, and he was joking.
Oh,
Well, we can sell it.
We're not going to sell it.
There.
Is Marsh even there?
Oh, I pressed the wrong button, didn't I? Sorry. We should sell everything. We don't need items, guys. Gold is worth more than items.
Yeah, we all need gold.
It feels like one of the fundamental problems something like the Cauldron of Resurrection is that it often feels like you're better off trying to use the money to have preventative measures to avoid dying in the first place.
That's what I'm getting at. I think people being stronger, smarter decision then.
I mean, wait to me, given the power level of this place, let's say somebody does die. We don't have, I have, I think, 2 scrolls of Raised Dead. In this kind of place, what do we think the odds are of being able to find someone who can cast a Raised Dead? I have 1 scroll of Raised Dead. Who can cast Raised Dead or Resurrection?
In this place, at best, it'd be 60-40 against.
That's not bad.
Pretty good.
It says, when the cauldron is filled with pure water and certain and rare sacred herbs, and if you use 5,000 gold of that, the Raised Dead happens. If you use 10,000, Resurrection happens. Do we need to go and find these pure water and certain and rare sacred herbs? Because, I don't think I have pure... pure water probably isn't such a big deal, but I don't think I have a bunch of rare and sacred herbs on me right now, or are we just hand-waving that and saying you dump gold into it and the person gets resurrected?
Yeah, we'll dump gold into it.
Okay, given that we don't... Let's not sell it for now. Poppy, can you grab... And then, if it turns out we're just short of being able to buy an item that we think would make a significant difference, let's sell it then. But if somebody does die, it would be nice to have a way to resurrect them. Or if we find a spot where we can get some resurrection scrolls even, and you exchange the cauldron for that, that would also work. Because I can UMD those pretty successfully. Why do they insist on breaking all the shit up into different denominations, too? Poppy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you grab the cauldron so it doesn't get sold for right now? And we'll sell it if we actually need to obtain something with it. But hang on, wait to me before you distribute everything. Okay, can you just change the gold amount to be 19,060? Because that's what that adds up to. They get rid of the platinum and silver and copper. Okay. Sail away, sir, if we're just assuming that... If we assume we're going to, like, the city to meet this nobleman and we can sell stuff there, then sure, sail away.
Not a problem.
Well, we can just turn around and walk back, go through the star delay, and then I can teleport us to a city and teleport us back.
I don't know if it's gonna... I don't think it works that way. I think once we're here, we have to, like, reactivate the star delay here to get back.
Yes, you do.
Ugh. I'll just use gate.
But that would take us to a plane.
And then I gate us again.
Okay, you have a total of 112,000 gold pieces.
Are you wanting to... Okay.
Am I wanting to what?
Nothing.
I was going to ask how you're planning on distributing it, but you just splitting it upon...
There you go, we split it up.
4 part members. Well, I was wondering about Steph and Adolon and how he wanted to handle that, so... Okay.
Give it to Steph, did give it to Adolan.
Yep, that's what I'm like, okay, we'll go with that.
Does that work for you all? I don't mind
Sure.
giving you a Steph's share as well.
How did I get a bunch of this copper shit in my inventory? Yeah.
I just pour all of the money into the heavy haversack.
The First National Bank of the Dreamlands.
Okay, we should continue forward.
Okay.
Is there a way forward? I mean, obviously I can't see them. We're on the corner of the map.
Okay. Beyond where you see that boundary, that is the end of one of the nexuses and the beginning of another. And I'm not sure that we covered this. To deactivate one of the steles, you already have the activation spell, and you know that if you do the spell in reverse, it deactivates it. And realizing that you're in one more time. Realizing that you are at the end of this current nexus, you need to search out and find the very next star stele. And thanks to the Cassilia, you do know the location of the actual stele itself, and you start following, you know, your rough map, and as you cross the border, the temperature starts dropping rapidly, and within a few minutes of traveling, it has reached 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Do I need to do the Celsius conversion for anyone?
America!
America!
I do wish we would switch. Celsius is so much easier. So, it's getting really cold. You know, like I said, the temperature is right at 0 degrees. So, you all will need to do something for cold weather, either cold weather gear, indoor elements.
I mean, do we have any idea how long we're going to be here, or we're wandering? Like, what do we see up ahead?
Give me just a second, and
Just out of curiosity, if we had the magical opportunity to sell our party inventory stuff, do we have a magical opportunity to
magical opportunity to
shop?
We just shopped. You want to shop more?
Dude, like, we missed 3 weeks, and I think I was out the session before that because I was at work.
So you want to? Did you see? You didn't spend any of the money you had?
I'll give you a hint. I have 25,000 gold pieces and change.
We just got that.
Yeah, we just got 22,000. So.
Oh, okay.
No, so none of us have bought anything, but you haven't. You were here for the shopping.
No, actually, I have 0 gold pieces left. Like, I just bought a Vorpal weapon with like, 6,000, and I got the artifacts. Discount. Real ones, not imitations, obviously.
Wait, something doesn't add up there.
It's fine.
Okay, so we went to meet. Like, what does it look like we're going through? Like, is this something we're gonna get through in a few hours? Is this something that's gonna take like weeks? Is this something else? Like, what is the situation we're in?
You are going to be there. Let's see. That's all part of that. Yeah, you're going to be there at least a couple of hours, or half a day or more.
Okay. Then I will pull out a wand and cast Endure Elements on the 4 of us. And we should be good to go then, because I have about 24 hours.
Oh, you don't need to waste the things. I'll cast.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, I'll waste my level 1. So I'm not using them for anything else. There you go. 24 hours of no one dying.
Okay, and let's see, the pallid mask is still there. And by now, Glissa would be down to normal size.
Correct.
And give me just a second, and I'll have a map coming at you. Okay, you're going through
DEFG.
yeah, don't you love the map name?
Is it loaded for anyone else? Because it's still loading for me.
Loading.
Yeah,
Okay, it's a big one.
and truly, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, but it'll be in the chat window when everyone's map loads.
Oh, that's Bolvari. What are you saying about my friend Bolvari, huh?
Okay, there's the map. that is the actual city that you're going to. And originally the cities...
Holy shit, it has been over a month since we played, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. The city's original location was in an Arctic mountainous region. And the same conditions still exist for it within the confines of the nexus that it's in. And you are coming up when Karsica absorbs a city, it generally just absorbs a city and a little bit of the surrounding landscapes. It didn't grab the mountain regions with it and so forth. So you're on a wide path leading in. You see, just on the outside of the city, this wide path that appears to be going through mist-shrouded mountaintops jutting from the earth. Ahead of you to the north, you can see wisps of snow, and they're blown about by gusts and eddies of the wind. But you can make out a tunnel that cuts right through the mountainside. It appears to be artificial. You can see giant support columns bracing the sides and the roof every 20 to 40 feet. And the support columns are perfectly cylinder, and they rise up to the ceiling. So at the highest point of the tunnel, it's 40 feet high. And does anyone want to make a knowledge engineering check?
Oh,
Yeah, I have this.
Do I have time to consult a few diagrams, or is this like spur of the moment, do or die, make it right now?
Yeah, you have time to consult a few diagrams. Anyone who wants to roll it and's got it can.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I have a 29 knowledge engineer.
Can anyone beat it? I think everyone just gave Eric their skill points.
I don't know, Enzo, his parent might have a decent knowledge engineering, he said.
Okay. I got a 10.
Oh, I thought you were serious about having it. Okay.
No.
My bad.
Got 19.
But you also got a 10. We both got 10.
Okay, Eric, you are able to determine that this tunnel was not created by magic. It lacks this uniform and consistent appearance. However,
Well, naturally, what kind of plebeian wouldn't recognize those details?
However, you're not seeing any tool marks. It doesn't look like it was hand dug either.
So an animal.
Or it was made by some kind of machine? Are there machines in here?
Ooh.
I mean, what's more likely, that it's made by like some kind of construct, or that you're saying that it's burrowed by an animal who would have dug it out?
You spend some time, you're a little perplexed about how this tunnel was made, and you eventually determined that it must have been scooped out by huge creatures, or larger creatures than huge, without tools. And then the support columns were added afterwards.
Do I suddenly notice that there are a lot of stalactites and stalagmites up ahead? The ground is soft beneath us, and the tunnel exit seems to be closing.
No, you,
Okay, we're not actually in like the gullet of a thing right now. Okay, that's positive news.
yeah, you're sorry, there's only so much room on the map. The floor does appear to be rough. God damn dog. Sorry. The floor is rough, but it doesn't count as difficult terrain. However, the floor is icy, so anything requiring a dex check, the DC will be increased by 5 due to the icy conditions.
Alright.
And moving into the tunnel, zoom out and map a lot more of this. And you can see part of a statue and some rubble ahead of you.
What did you get 4 charisma damage from?
I don't fucking remember. You think I remember? I didn't remember going shopping. Why would I remember getting 4 charisma damage?
Okay, so... I mean, can we assume that in the span of however long it's been... Oh shit, no! It was from the Pallid Mask. Remember the Pallid Mask did his weird touch thing. And it's not damage, isn't it drain?
It's in the damage section. I have
but
4...
I think it was actually drain, wasn't it, when she made it? So it actually won't heal naturally?
Give me just a second.
Here, let me touch him a few more times.
Fuck off!
Give me a hug!
Oh, go away!
It is drain.
Okay, so you might want to mark that as a separate effect on his character sheet rather than the damage column. Because damage will automatically go away with resting, but drain's not supposed to. Also, drain can immediately cause penalty upon taking 1 point, whereas damage never causes actual penalties unless there's 2 or 4 or 6, etc.
Well, I mean, it's 4 anyway, but... Oh.
So, drain rounds up, but the other one damage rounds down.
Well, drain modifies your stat. So if you have 13 intelligence and you take 1 drain, there's no difference.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's easy to remember.
Yeah. And charisma, I think, should be.
Oh, unless you have an odd number, and then it wouldn't. It would take more.
Yes. Isn't charisma CHA? I think, right? And they have.
I believe it is.
Yes, CHA. And then you probably want... Okay. Went to mute. I apologize. Does it show us infinite duration on your screen?
Yes, it does.
Fantastic. Okay. Woo! Okay, yay. I feel better now.
Okay.
So, Poppy, what's your charisma starting with? Like
10.
10, so you have 6 left, effectively?
Yep.
Okay, we'll just get Seth to do a restoration. Oh shit, he's not here. Okay, so we see this like pile of rubble up ahead. In all seriousness, we do have a handful of scrolls of restoration if we need to use them, but those are also our only means for removing like negative levels and even worse strains than that. So I'm trying to not pop them unless we absolutely have to.
I mean, Like it's a thing that I don't really use. So like what? I'm ugly for a few
Well,
days.
no.
Charisma has nothing to do with physical appearance, ma'am. You can be extremely pretty and have no charisma.
Yeah,
Really?
your
I thought-
personality sucks.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
personality sucks, but
You're very boring.
Wasn't it in one of the descriptions that charisma had something to do with how attractive your character?
In one first edition.
to put it this way, if you were to come up with an example of a person who definitely had like 18 charisma, it would be Hitler. He was not exactly a ladies' man that everyone looked up to for being so, but he had shit tons of charisma.
Okay, that's fair.
And meanwhile, you know some like you remember the this is probably a dump stat of intelligence and wisdom for that matter. But do you remember like the Miss North Carolina who did that awful speech upon like winning?
No, because I don't keep track of that shit.
This happened like 15 years ago.
Okay, well I would have been 10, so no.
Okay. It was this awful thing. I'll see if I can find it later. Anyway, her charisma is pretty awful too.
That's weird because you sound like you're like 60.
That I just have a shitty voice and I monotone a lot.
Well, you're gonna tell us about back in your day.
Back in my day when we had real Pokemon.
Oh, too funny.
If you ever want to lose some brain cells,
Oh no,
I'm afraid. Why does this
We
look
all-
like Britney Spears?
we all remember this.
I think
Well,
I
like
think everyone.
Sheer because he was like 2.
10, but yeah. I think everyone would be happier just clicking my link. So I'll pass on. But don't click it now because it's like a half-hour thing.
well, the thing I just linked is like less than a minute, but okay.
Hey.
Alright, so we see rubble up ahead, and this is weird because there's no rubble anywhere else, and there's these pillars that are made after this was bored through with giant colossal beasts.
Yes, you are indeed correct.
Can I think of any types of creatures that would be big enough to burrow this, like that come to mind? Because there surely can't be that many.
I'm sure you come up with creatures more than I could. Yeah, huge or larger. And you can tell that up at the north of you, the tunnel does indeed split.
Okay. That's after the rubble. Is there seem to be anything significant about the rubble prior to the tunnel splitting? Or is it just sort of saying, oh, there's some rocks? Because there's
Well,
rocks.
you know, it helps if you get closer to the rubble.
Oh no, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna turn around and walk the other way. That rubble's too dangerous. I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna whisper in, Gliss's, pull the pin and throw the note.
Well, actually, I was thinking I might see if I have anything that I could do from from a safe distance.
At the rubble?
I mean, if we're all under the impression that this rubble might not be safe to poke with a stick from 5 feet away.
You're gonna poke it? I'll poke it.
I can shoot it with an arrow.
Oh, that works.
No, that's lazy. That's what lazy people do. You want to say what you do?
I can become large and stab it with my sword from 10 feet away.
I'm gonna fireball it.
Oh, that's way cooler. Do that.
I fireball it.
Wait, I was gonna elixir of dragon's breath it, but okay,
No,
that works.
I fireball it.
Oh, both at one time.
Okay. The fireball goes off. Make sure you mark that off your sheet.
That's what the thing was. I checked it off.
When you cast fireball, you know, it erupts around the statue, and it's a nice, beautiful fireball. It's probably one of the better ones that you have magically crafted. You're really proud of it, but it doesn't do shit.
It's safe, guys. Let's go.
Sure, that's a good sign. Good job, sir. Do I recognize the person on the statue?
Not really from that distance.
It's you.
You'd have to be a little closer.
Okay, I will move up to there and look at the statue.
You know what? Screw it. I walk all up to it. Now that I feel it's pretty safe. I walk right up to it and touch it.
Hey, I'm not maybe I don't know if this is the right thing to be complaining. How did the pallid mask get to full hit point?
I was at half. It hasn't mattered because I haven't taken any damage, but I was at half.
Because I deleted him off the combat tracker and put him back.
I see.
Marshall.
Well, I mean, obviously this is totally fine.
My client keeps locking up for some reason, sorry.
It's not a problem. Okay, you go up and touch the statue. Eric, you know, you're searching your memory, and you see the solid statue of an unusual creature, and it's carved from this oddly colored stone. And it's on this small raised dais, and the statue itself was probably, when it was all together, about 25 feet tall. However, parts of it have been shattered and are laying at the feet, but overall you can tell that the figure itself is a monstrosity. It's got this barrel-shaped body, leathery wings, and 5 tentacles at the base. And the head, you can see, resembles the broken remains of a starfish, and it's got these eye stalks that on the end of the 5 tentacles. And Eric, being this close, you are able to identify the creature as an elder thing.
Wait, the older things from back in chapter 2, the thrush.
And
Well, I would explain
Yes.
why the image sounds familiar.
Okay, so they like sort of seeded stuff, and then they were just chilling there for millennia, waiting for the star light to be activated, and we communicated to them using tongue. Okay, so do I make anything noteworthy of its location, given what I know of elder things? The fact that it was like shattered or made here in the first place, or
just because it's one you haven't got to use a whole lot this campaign, would you like to make an engineering check?
okay. I will consult my notes again. Why not? And I get a 34.
Okay.
Apparently what I was supposed to have last time.
Looking at the statue, looking at the cavern, you know there has been no seismic or volcanic activity in this area, and that something must have intentionally destroyed the statue.
Okay.
You're not sure what, but you know that's what the indications lead to.
Alright. Does it look like there was like something huge that was able to shatter in one go, or does it look like it took a bunch of efforts and had to break things off individually? Know anything about that?
You can tell that most likely it only took 2 or 3 hits by something huge to destroy the statue.
Okay. Okay, so, I mean, unless there's something else that I can come up with it, I guess we just move on. We know that there's a thing that hates elder things, I guess.
Hey guys, I want to use this spell. I thought it'd be fun. I have Astor. I kind of want to just put it in the wall right here, and it can go 35 feet. And it makes like a passage. I don't know if there's anything within 35 feet, but it would be really funny to try.
Yeah, burn them spell slots up. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen, right?
Yeah, do you want to give that a go? Maybe we can catch something off guard.
So
Let's see.
What are you trying to do again?
I have a spell that lets me basically us make a passage in a wall up to 35 feet. So if I put it like against this wall, for example, it can make a magical passageway to anything within 35 feet on the other side.
It would probably make more sense to see if there's a spot where we think it's going to curve around, because the passageway might not actually lead anywhere here.
True. I just want to bring it up because it seems like the perfect opportunity to get to use this spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute Eric. I was trying to get you to burn a spell. Why the hell did you put that on the fucking map?
What on the map? My arrow?
No, I'm sorry. I was chatting to myself. Okay. Looking further down the passageway of the tunnel, you can see that the western side ends in a cave-in. And it truly, it's already given away right there where...
Oh, it's not actually know this exists?
You're at is a illusionary wall.
Does the Paladin Mask have any special senses?
Let's see.
Besides, like, dark vision, I'm assuming he has.
He's got dark vision, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, I was gonna say, well, maybe I could have said that that happened, but that's not it. Okay, well. There you go.
We walk forward along the passageway, and as we're doing that, we're looking around and inspecting the walls to see if we notice anything unusual. But so, what's happening as we approach up this way, Winch?
Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just work it in and say, hey, you know, something about this section of the wall doesn't appear right, and you know.
Record, we do get a will save if we're actually looking at it closely, like inspecting the wall.
I trip on a rock and fall through the illusionary wall. I was hoping to roll lower on that, but
hey, I'll go with that. And Poppy falls through the wall.
Okay, and with that clearly it being an illusion, we managed to figure that out. So we go through and look around.
As you come through, uh, through the fake wall. Yeah, you see the secondary passageway that's running on down through. And, yeah, let's make a perception check. Yeah, Poppy got the crit out of the way.
Ugh.
Remember, Poppy crits 18 now.
You do.
Poppy does what now?
Poppy does what?
Hello?
Hello.
You there, Eric?
Yeah, what's up?
Poppy does what?
Poppy crits under 19 or 20, not only 20.
Regardless, both of you all do see a couple of spiders.
Oh, are these friendly spiders?
What do you think?
Oh, goody. Big bugs, my favorite.
I think the north one is not properly in a thing, by the way.
And
Well, it's in a wall, so.
Well, I meant that it's not in squares, but there we go. Okay.
You and your squares.
I know, alright, that's me. So these are pants that are like up on the walls or something?
yes, they are hanging up on the walls.
Okay. Do I recognize, are they just big spiders, or do they look like potentially more dangerous than just being big spiders? Like, in particular, I'm wondering, given the weird connections here, you remember back in Book 3, as we were traveling along the river, we found that Count, or Aristocrat, or whatever his name was, at that weird party with those spiders, and then at the end, like, the spider of Lane came down, who was the beloved of the guy.
Yes.
Does this happen to look more like that?
Yes, they do happen to look exactly like that.
Oh, boy.
Holy
So,
cow.
since back then it was more like, let's get out of here and not risk dying to the thing, what do we know about these flying spiders?
Well, you see, I'm going to reshare that image just for those that haven't encountered them. You see this immense purple spider, and it's got a leg span of nearly 40 feet and this hideous bloated body. But yet it's still moving with this fluid grace. You do know that its bite is poisonous. It is very talented at using its webs to construct masterwork weapons. They can effectively create a flail or bolas simply by attaching a heavy object to a cord of webbing. You know that they do have some spellcasting abilities. They have arcane sight, dark vision, low light vision, tremor sense. They're immune to cold, confusion, insanity effects, poison, sonic. They have fast healing 10. They got it that time. They do have spell resistance. And they can shoot a web as a ranged attack.
So there is an off chance that these things are not gonna be hostile, right?
From what I recall of what Winch said, they basically see themselves as like the only things worth anything, and everyone else is food or slaves. Am I remembering correctly?
Yes, sir.
I charm them.
Yeah, they see themselves as deserving of true positions of power, and the only creatures they suffer to live apart from the only creatures that they let live apart from their kin are their magically controlled slaves.
Oh, so we just need to become their slaves.
So I dominate.
So we throw down our weapons and say, please, we will become your magically controlled slave.
Yes, that.
Okay,
Did you say anything about them having resistance?
Nothing that would apply to you. They're immune to cold, confusion, insanity. They do have spell resistance, but no, I'm sorry. Immune to cold, immune to poison, immune to sonic. That's it.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, so do we get a surprise while we're interviewed?
Or did they get the surprise wrong?
Call it high or low.
I was actually just being facetious.
Hi.
In that case, let's make initiative, and there's no surprise round. Because with the fireball, they kind of knew you were coming.
Yeah.
But,
And yeah, everyone's rolled a net.
Give me 1 second.
Ooh. And
Can these things understand me if I talk?
they understand Aklo and tongues.
Okay, well,
Tongues?
hang on.
The
When you
spell.
say- If you say if it says that means they can speak and understand everyone.
Ah. Okay. So they have constant tongues going. Is what it means.
That's what I'm guessing it means. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Otherwise, it's just such a language of tongues. Where you move your tongue around and they understand.
It's the foil snail.
Yeah, it is the tongue spell. And okay. Yeah, you can tell that spider number 9 begins to cast a spell.
And what does it look like to the 2 spellcasters in the group who can make spellcraft checks?
Invisibility.
Okay.
And put M in a square. Okay, and number 2.
I'm guessing if I go invisible, they can see me.
Yeah, with they've got arcane sight, dark vision, low light, and tremor sense.
Oh,
So that
cannot.
no, they cannot. They basically they can tell what square he's in, but they can't. He still gets total concealment from them.
Nice.
And you know, Oh, why not? Spider number 2 starts to cast a spell. And you all can tell that he is casting insanity.
Hopefully not on me.
At Poppy.
Oh, good.
I have disruptive. Does that mean anything in this instance?
Oh, that does.
No, because it's 30 feet off the ground.
Oh,
Poppy's not in reach of it.
you're right. Employment.
And
Disappointing. So I'm gonna spell insanity.
okay, and that is a level 2 spell, so that makes the DC
Whoa, whoa,
what?
whoa. What's a level 2 spell?
Insanity is not a level 2 spell.
Sorry. It is a level 7 spell.
No, actually,
Yes.
we'll go with level 2 spells so the DC is 5 less.
Yeah.
The DC is probably going to be 10 plus 7 plus its charisma modifier. I'm guessing its charisma modifier is going to be in like the plus 5 to plus 8 range. So it's probably somewhere in the DC 22 to 25-ish range. It should say.
Uh,
I mean, otherwise it's going since it's not, as far as I know, it's not an actual spellcaster. This is a spell ability, which means
Right.
it's going to be its charisma plus 17. Whatever its charisma modifier plus 17, it should be what it is.
and the charisma modifier on a 26 is
8.
Yeah, they're definitely charisma casters if they got 20s.
Well,
so 25. So, Poppy, let's make a will save, please.
Rip.
Oh no.
Okay, Poppy. You are now suffering from a continuous confusion effect as per the spell. Remove curse will not remove insanity, only greater restoration, heal, limited wish, miracle, or wish can restore the
We kill him
creature.
and res him.
it's not a problem. What we're going to do is, after the spider goes, we're going to have a Dolian step into the initiative order, and a Dolan casts heal on Poppy.
Obviously.
Vanish again. You could have like 3 to 4 heal spells prepped, right?
He does have it prepped, I'm pretty sure. But
And the spider's going to come down to 10 feet. And Poppy is confused.
Is this haste I had from last combat still?
Yes.
yes.
Haste needs to come off there, Eric.
Well, maybe you should actually do a short rest between fights. Just saying. Let's see. So that's gone. That's gone.
Unless you're going to recast it.
Oh, I will, but.
Alright, I'm
And
gonna blood
that
rage.
should be-
Going large. And then how far is he off the ground right now?
10 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna fly up 10 feet, so I'm right above Eric, I guess, and the mask, and I'll swing at him.
Okay.
yes, he would strike me, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I didn't hear any of what you're all talking
Okay,
about.
he is going up to there. You should drag it and re-put it back on there. And the Lang Spider gets an attack of opportunity on him.
I was gonna be flying. I was just planning to fly right above you in the mask, like physically.
Oh, you're literally flying above us right there, is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Well, one further back because I have 10-foot reach too.
But he's also higher up than you. So I guess if you're flying, okay.
Yeah.
They're both 10 feet up. Look, he moved. He came down 10 feet above us.
Yes.
Yeah, they're at the same height.
Alright, so you want to make my icon large, but I'll do my.
Oh, yeah, I sure can.
I think I'm fine power attacking here. That's a great.
You didn't have to make him bigger. He already had the square around him.
Last time, didn't you only do like plus 50 damage on a crit?
I can't scroll back up because my thing crashed, so I don't know.
Okay, I'll scroll up.
Yeah, you did. You did plus 50 damage on the crit earlier. Any idea why it would suddenly be like that much more?
Was he power attacking earlier?
Plus 25.
Oh, it says power attack expired. I think he meant to have power attack on, but I think it actually did go off.
Oh, I might have already had it and clicked it off accidentally.
Yeah, 12 damage would be that amount.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay, so we're intermediate. I'm gonna make a bluff check first to pretend I don't see anything. Okay? Am I convincing that I am oblivious to things?
Yeah, you're pretty convincing.
Okay, now where do I actually see the other spider? Which went invisible. Okay. And is it known to have like sneak attack or anything like that that's particularly valuable out of invisibility, or is it just normal invisibility?
Yeah, it's just normal invisibility. And no sneak attack.
Okay, so I'm not as immediately worried about it. Just gonna be aware where that is. So that's permanent on Poppy. Haste doesn't actually really hurt though for Poppy in this case. No, wait, no. If he attacks, he would presumably be full attacking. So 25% chance to full attack the right people. Or, Winchime, who would you rule is closer to Poppy? Then is it the Spider of Lang or Glissa Dawnbringer?
Quite honestly, I'd say they're...
Well, they're both 10 feet above me, so neither of them are really within reach of me. Unless I throw something at them.
I guess...
Yeah,
it depends.
he's got a point, and truly, being that close, I'd probably just let him roll percentile and call it.
Okay. Okay, so let's do this then. So what do I really want to give Poppy haste again in the current context? I think I'm gonna go with no, since he's literally insane right now. So I am going to have to defensively cast. That's DC 21, which I can't fail. Okay. I'm going to defensively cast haste on everyone but Poppy here, that's on the allied side. And I will start singing as well. And you said they're immune to Sonic, right? So I don't need to bother with discordant voice.
Correct.
It won't have any impact. And I'm going to take a 5-foot step over to there, whistling nonchalantly and ignoring the spider up there. And I am going to pull out a wand of glitter dust, you know, and just, you know, not do anything with it right now, but just have it ready, you know. It's a wand. It's probably like a fireball wand he's on the other spider, right?
That's
Probably.
right. All right, Poppy. Yeah, let's roll your percentile dice first and see what you're going to do. Hey man, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Okay, I can't hear again.
Welcome back.
Okay. Why are you hitting yourself, Poppy?
I mean, technically there's no reason why you couldn't dominate Poppy.
Of course, I rolled the fucking 8.
Will it overwrite insanity?
Plus 6.
Okay.
So you're saying basically does confusion overwrite compulsion, which is actually...
Yeah, which is the stronger
Because
effect?
both are compulsion mind affecting effects.
Yes.
Okay, Poppy attacks himself. And the pallid mask is up somewhere.
Yeah, I'm right below. I'm underneath. So, I guess that's the question. I guess it's a question for one of you. If I dominate Poppy, does that counteract sanity? Or is he just confused but also convulsed?
I mean, probably that, because it's basically saying, with domination, you're saying, Poppy, you will obey my orders. So that means when Poppy acts normally, Poppy will obey your orders, but otherwise, Poppy's mind is like shattered. It's why you
Okay.
can't dominate a mindless creature, right? Like if their mind is broken or shattered, then you trying to force your will and it doesn't do any good. That's
Okay.
my assumption.
So feeble mind him is what you're telling me. Anyways.
What you really
So-
have to do, here's what you gotta do. What you gotta do is you have to dominate the spider and have it attack Poppy.
Can't.
Because as soon as Poppy gets attacked by the spider, Poppy will continue to attack the spider permanently.
Rudely, they made dominate monster a 9th level spell.
Wow, rude.
I will never get it. Unless I was a wizard, but I'm not. So, okay, I will just finger a death, I guess. And if I roll below a 6, I'll re-roll. Yeah, crash level check.
I mean, what's your DC on your finger of death?
27.
Probably don't have the best odds here, but give it a shot.
That's a pretty decent fort save. Really? That's a great DC.
I mean, I'm guessing, Wintermute, that these things have pretty good fort saves.
Everything has good fort saves.
Well, I'm guessing this is going to be close to 20.
Oh, you're very good. It's 19.
So I mean, it's still a 50, like still like a 30-40% shot, but just
I'm still doing it. Okay. See it. God damn it. Oh well. At least he still takes this. I'm done. Oh. And I guess I'll step backward.
now it's the Night Willow's turn, which is still bleeding out.
Ah, the Night Willow. That Night Willow's gonna get us one of these days.
Alright, and spider number 9. And yeah, he'd have to move down.
Hey, can we like take 10?
Uh, yeah, actually, that sounds good.
Sorry, I just want to go help my mother with something quick.
He wants to fart into his mic.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's take 10 here, and then
And
we'll...
to be for the record, right? So we came through the Nexus, we left the Nexus, and as we left the Nexus, we came to this frigid, frozen place, and it's all been 1 day still so far, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll see you all in 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to be a thing.
Well, you get to give us 4 charges, so that's a lot of charges. We would have all had to really get messed up in that combat, but which would have been possible.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to know where that was standing.
Okay, does Charm Monster work on a humanoid?
Mm-hmm. Charm Monster works in everything.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, he's going to cast a spell toward Eric. And Eric, you know, he is casting Charm Monster, if you would like to.
Okay, I can see him casting Charm Monster.
If you would like to make your will save.
I mean, if this was like a willowy maiden, I think I might be, you know, thinking favorable thoughts, but I don't really know if like the spider's doing it for me, Wintermute. Shouldn't I just like auto succeed?
Yeah, well, we'll see how much they're doing it for you in a second, won't we?
Also, if I fail my saving throw here, apparently I'm like the Count, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, that explains a lot.
The good news is I have, I can potentially do 3 will saving throws against this. We'll see if I need them.
And
Yeah, that spider's not doing it for me.
And, yeah, just for shits and giggles, he's gonna move back around the wall.
I don't see the spider. Wow, I just got hit by a spell out of nowhere. How scary. No, wait, no. He would become visible. It's a hostile spell.
You are correct.
Does that provoke an attack when he goes by then?
No, he's 30 feet off the ground. Actually, I've been part Aberrant Blood Rager, and I can have 60-foot reach with my rapier by throwing my arm out.
Yeah,
I wish I only have 10-foot reach right now.
And let's see. Poppy is confused. If I hit Poppy, and let's see. He's going to just go ahead and move down to the ground. And he's gonna come over.
And what's he doing in terms of Poppy? Or are you saying he's still hanging onto the wall, like right above Poppy?
Yeah, he's actually on the ground.
But then Poppy's on the ground there.
Yeah, but I'm small. He's not. So
How does that work?
he's standing over me.
Yeah, he can stand. You can stand on a small. He's 2. That's a 2 size difference, right? 3 size difference, right?
Yeah.
Is that the way it works?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a point. I don't remember what point it is, but at a certain point, larger creatures can be in the squares of smaller creatures.
Yeah.
I will look it up.
The body itself is 18 foot long, and possesses 7 legs. So yeah, I'm thinking he's kind of standing over Poppy. And actually,
3 size categories.
we can. I'm just gonna leave him up where he was.
Okay, well, so huge to large to medium to small is 3 size categories, right? So that's actually fun.
Yeah, he's fine.
And
It provokes attack opportunity, but the insanity person can't do that. So
he won't take an attack of opportunity.
And I have reach. So instead of moving, we're going to try a full round attack on Glissa, which is 3 flail attacks and a bite.
Okay. Don't forget, I have 6 mirror images.
Wintermute?
Yes, sir.
You have invisibility on Spider 2?
No, I do not.
Oh shit, I guess Glissa would have that. Glissa doesn't have shield up. -4 from the Abyssal Blood Rage, I guess? So -4, minus another 2.
There's a reason I'm using mirror image every time I rage.
Okay, yeah, no, alright.
So, let's see. 6 up, that means what I need to roll to be under.
Well, so the first one would be 6 up, so anything that's below an 83 or less will hit. So 83 or less will destroy an image, I mean. Alright, so it does
Below
not...
80 destroys an image.
So there's 5 images left, so anything, yeah, 80 or... Okay,
Below
destroys an image.
75.
4 images left, right? Image.
Below 66 repeating.
Image.
Alright, so all 4 blow up images. I'm down to 2.
Alright.
So how far up is off the ground is Explorer 9?
9 is 30 feet.
How long of reach does he have?
They got 15.
The Explorer
He
9
can't
is
reach.
not, Explorer 9's not the one who attacked you.
Oh, okay. I missed something. Okay.
Explorer 9 was the one who was making bedroom eyes at me. And it's not actually in a proper square.
I was
I
just
can't
adjusting
reach
that.
sadly. Well, I guess can I take a 5-foot step while flying?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I take a 5-foot step straight upward?
I don't think you can do that because movement going up costs twice the movement. So that effect would be a 10
I had to
foot
make
step.
a flight check.
What do you mean?
I thought you just had to make a fly check if going at a higher than 45-degree angle.
No, that's not what I'm referring to.
Okay, it doesn't really matter now, so...
So you move at half speed when ascending at all. So you basically cannot take a 5-foot step going vertically.
Okay. Then I will just full attack. I'm gonna Raging Brutality.
Actually, hang on 1 second. I might be remembering the rule.
I also forgot.
No, it's only if your movement is hampered by difficult terrain or darkness. Even if your speed is slowed, as long as you have a speed of at least 5 feet, you can still do that. So actually, you're okay.
Alright, I'm gonna fly 5 feet up then. And full attack.
All the crit.
And what is Raging Brutality?
I expend 3 rounds of rage to add my Constitution modifier to my damage roll.
Is that for all in a round?
Yep.
Alright. Now, is your your Constitution modifier 5?
Yep.
Move the rage, okay.
And I get 1.5 since I'm using a 2-handed weapon.
That's what
Oh, you didn't power attack this time?
He did not.
I forgot I have power attack to automatically come off. Whatever.
Well, it's too late now. I was like, 70 doesn't seem right, but it's fine.
I mean, it's not like it matters.
I guess pre-action, I suggest we keep the other one alive to you guys. That's what I suggest.
I don't really think there's a point doing
I want to
that.
ask us some questions.
I'll see what I can do.
I mean, don't attack it. Is what
I
I'm
mean, here's
getting
the
at.
problem. It has fast healing.
Like,
You
it
can't
can't.
just knock it out.
I was gonna charm it.
I mean, okay, you're planning on trying to charm it?
I am planning on trying to charm it. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna beat it down first, or you're just gonna be like, hey,
Let's just do it. I was gonna do it right off the bat.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will 5-foot step over to there. And I'm going to stop my normal bardic performance. And I will target the Spider Explorer 9 and start singing doom, 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 doom.
That's automatic shaken. Wow.
Within 30 feet.
Sure. Will you please stop singing that song?
Doom.
Okay.
Okay, and then I mean, I still have like a standard action. I just don't know if there's anything useful.
You could just not do anything. It's okay.
So I'm leaning towards not doing anything because I can't. It's too high up for me to attack.
It's fine. Poppy's gonna come over and attack you anyways.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna do anything else. Well, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna total defense.
Probably a good idea.
I can do. Okay. Poppy, roll a d4 or a d100. Incoherently. Wait, hang on. I thought that was supposed to be different than act normally.
Good job.
You know what? As soon as I regain my composure, I'm gonna beat you with the.
You won't remember this, luckily. Okay. I got this, guys.
Poppy is babbling.
If I roll below a 6.
If you fail, I'm killing it.
Now, something I do have to point out.
What?
It technically gets... So, Wintermute, would it have succeeded on its save if it had 5 more?
Why does it get 5 more?
Because you're using it in combat against it being threatened.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, are we threatening it? It's debatable.
It would be a 31.
Okay, so what you're saying...
Well, no, but it's shaken, though.
No, so are you looking at its actual... So if you take its actual roll, are you saying its total roll with shaken and its current stats was a 26?
Let's see. Shaken was on it. Yeah. The current roll before the 5 was 26.
Well,
Okay.
it's...
So then
Wow.
that'd be a 31, so that would fail. What do you mean? What do I think? What do I know in general about its will saves? Do I think they're going to be good or bad?
They're the worst of the 3.
Okay, so might have just rolled really well.
The +5 doesn't help. Wow.
What's your DC?
30. It's a little poor spell.
So we're short by 2.
So overall,
Well, it would be high. It would be higher, but it's a charm spell and not a compulsion, so I don't get my extra 2.
So it's saved on its will save.
Yes.
Right?
So it's fine. End of my turn.
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
I'm sure you will.
I will. Do you not trust me?
I don't.
Okay, and it's going to descend 15 feet, and it's going to try a flail attack against Eric. Nope.
It's too scared. I'm scary. Doom.
Alright, I'll 5-foot step there.
What the hell is your effective AC now, Eric?
With Barkskin and Haste and Total Defense, I
32.
think it's 42. I'm getting 6 from Total Defense, so that's kind of huge right there. Otherwise, it would be 36.
Okay.
So it would
This doesn't look like you're helping me.
Hold on. Let me actually be able to say what I'm doing. I attack once, so that gives him Ribbing Strike, since I have Arcane Strike active, giving him a -2 on all of his saves for a round.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That'll do it. You made between that and Shaken, we can counteract the +5 he
Did you
has.
say Ripping Strike?
Ribbing Strike.
It's a Arcane Strike spell. Or feat.
Can you link it? I've just never heard of this before. I'm not saying it doesn't exist.
1 sec.
Like, I just tried to Google it and it didn't show up, so I was like, huh?
I've seen it before because I've considered taking it. It's
So-
good. It's good if you have
Oh,
casters
ribbing
you can
strike. Like you said,
trust.
Ripping.
No, ribbing.
Interesting.
See, I told you I could help you.
So I'm continuing my Dirge of Doom, and I guess I will continue to stick my tongue out at it.
I'll see what Poppy does. Probably, do you think incoherently babble?
So you're saying there's a 50% chance for Poppy to babble? No, Poppy stabs himself again.
Between the babbling and stabbing.
And I fucking rolled max damage again.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
And that's another 6 for strength. So that's 47. Why are you hitting yourself, Poppy? Why are you hitting yourself?
Let's try this one more time. Lower, I reroll. I don't reroll that. That's rook roll. And then it gets a +5 again. Does it beat my 30?
No, it does not.
But it is charmed for 15 days. It treats me as let's see. It treats me as a trusted friend or ally. Obviously, it won't do like insane stuff for me because it's like a friend. I can't tell a friend to go jump off a cliff. Their attitude is friendly, which I barely understand the attitude of this game, but whatever that means. If I try to force it to do something it would absolutely not do, I would have to do a contested charisma check. Anyways, I charm it and I ask it, can we stop this and can we talk?
You're like, look at me. I'm an aberration like you.
Yeah, we're similar. Actually, I think isn't it a monstrosity? It's an aberration.
Actually.
Yeah, we're
both-
similar.
We're both strange and weird and fascinating creatures.
Yeah, I'm the you know.
Yes, I'll stop fighting for you.
And I kind of have all my friends lower their weapons over there. Like some oxen.
There's a little problem here that we're going to have to deal with.
I don't think the spider can help us with that.
No, but my point is that that's still going to be happening.
I don't know what do we do about it. It's just nothing we can do.
I've been checking over the stuff I have.
I can't dispel it, right? Like I can't dispel magic it.
No.
Why not?
Because it's instantaneous.
Oh, it doesn't affect instantaneous spells.
I'm double checking on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, it's instantaneous. It's just continuous confusion effect. Which is unlike confusion, which can be dispelled because it's not instantaneous.
Yes.
So,
Do we have any? Does anyone have anything you can do to help him?
I'm double checking. I have one thing that can help, but I'm really hoping to not need to use it on something like this. So I'm trying to see if there's anything else in my bag of troops that might possibly help.
Well, I'll look through my spell list, but I don't have that. These are all spells unless I get Wish, which is a little bit outside of my level range. Oh, we do have Wish. That's what you're talking about, right?
No, I'm not. Oh, you're right. Do we have that luck blade thing?
We have the luck blade.
Okay, so I'm double checking this. Purging finale is it's cowering, dazzled, exhausted, paralyzed, shaken, or stunned. Does not apply to confusion. This is not an emotion effect, right? So I can't use my joyful rapture on it. If I had had my bard song up at the start, I could have given Poppy a reroll at least. But so here's some of the stuff I have available. I have cure various wounds, remove disease, protection from energy, blink, cat's grace, dimensional door, ankle, dispel magic, investigate mind, locate creature, plane, adaptation, raise dead, remove disease, restoration. None of those helps with foreseen visibility, send in silent image, teleport, staff of healing, detect.
I can disintegrate him.
Let's try not to go there. Okay, so is this right? Why the hell is it listed as being this expensive?
What?
I think that's wrong. Scroll of psychic surgery? Like, is it 5? 5 caster? Oh shit, that's one of the reasons why. Okay, so it's 6 times 11 times 25. But even then, plus 250 is only 1900, not 21. Okay, maybe I've been overvaluing these scrolls. Why don't you, do you have any idea why each of these scrolls of psychic surgery is listed as being worth 21,000 gold?
No.
Maybe they're higher cast level?
There's literally no information in them at all other than their scroll of psychic surgery.
What level spell is that?
6 psychic, 5 mesmerist.
6.
So the assumption basically is that it's going to be a psychic spell because mesmerist is the lesser caster.
And you have it at 22,000?
It is listed as 21,000 gold for some reason per scroll. Now it does cost diamond dust worth 250 gold.
Yes, but the scrolls don't include those part.
No, they do.
No, they do not.
You have to include the gold when the diamond dust when making the scroll.
No. From what I can, really, I'm pretty sure I looked up the rules because I want it for magic vestment. So you have to use you still have to. It's not like a wand that has it built in. You have to actually produce the. Pretty sure you have to still produce the thing.
So you're saying that unlike the one that is built in, you think scroll is separate?
I'm pretty sure because that was why I want to get the magic vestment thing, and it was like everyone's like, yeah, you would have to still give out the.
Let's double check.
Yeah.
Okay, in some cast. In some addition, some items cast or replicate spells with cost and material component. For these items, the market price equals that. Like, I thought that was one of the rules, at least.
Yeah, that does seem...
Yeah, okay, so yeah, okay, people were wrong. They gave me that advice. If a scroll has a material cost, it is added to the price and cost to create. It's right here on the thing. Okay, that's why they're so expensive.
Well, no, but it's only 250 gold.
Oh.
That's what I'm
Also-
saying. Psychic surgery costs 250 gold, so that adds 250 on to like 1650, so it'd be like 1900 per each, not 21,000. We're off by a factor of 10 here.
Yeah, I'd say probably an extra 0.
Even that's not quite enough, but if you have any idea when to make that be helpful. Here's the other problem that I just realized. It is a casting time of 10 minutes. So that is 10 minutes of Poppy being completely crazy. Now, the correct... So we have, at least right now, as far as I can tell, we have 3 answers. Option 1 is the least expensive to us that we have available right now. I take 10 minutes to cast the spell, which means like we have to like paralyze Poppy and pin him and tie him up.
I mean, I can do that easy. You want me to fucking stop him from moving?
That's one option. So option 1, with the least expensive of what we have right now, is we control Poppy and give me 10 minutes to cast the scroll. Option 2, the worst option, is that we spend one of the wishes from like the luck blade or whatever, and that can remove it. The actual correct answer is we just fucking have Adolin cast heal and the problem's instantly solved. But Adolin's not here right now.
And let's see, that was probably book 3.
It was book 2 or 3, I don't remember which.
Yeah,
and here's the problem. We are... So, I mean, I guess technically speaking, heal is not available till Alchemist 6, which is one more level at 16, right? We are a party that does not have a cleric, oracle, druid, shaman, or witch. All of which would have heal available.
Or Greater Restoration.
Does Greater Restoration work? Is that one of them?
Pretty sure. Specified that, didn't you? Again, no one has it, so it doesn't really matter, but...
Yes, it would. That does have the other catch, though. Greater Restoration costs 5,000 gold to cast.
Yeah, I know. Huh, yeah, people were just wrong. Man, I should... Okay, well, I'll be correcting that on Monday. I'm getting manic investment.
Yeah, I've already deleted book 3 off my hard drive. So I'll have to come back with you on a price for that.
If it sounds like it's just an extra 0...
Yeah,
it's not just an extra 0, it's more than that. That's the thing.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'd say that's just it.
Give me a minute and I'll go grab my hard copy and check it there.
What is psychic surgery? What does it do? I don't know this. I don't know any of the psychic spells.
I didn't either until this came around.
Oh. Yeah, there's no way this spell is that much money. From a scroll.
Okay, Woodmead can yell at me when he gets back. He just found a PDF of Chapter 2, and it just says 2 scrolls of psychic surgery. That's it.
Okay, so the price is just wrong. Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's book 2.
That's why I said let's just try to find it, because it is book 2.
It'd be a little weird if they gave you 22,000 gold in book 2.
Well, the idea is that you might need those for book 3, because you could constantly get driven insane.
Well, and now you need them for book 6, apparently.
Apparently.
Good thing you didn't get rid of them.
Yeah, so that's where we picked up the Book of the Lore Master, and there's 2 scrolls of psychic.
And you can't fail this spell, obviously, right?
Psychic Surgery would be caster level 11 in effect. So, I mean, technically there's a chance I could fail, I think. I could fail.
Even with Heroism?
With Heroism, I could fail, it looks like, on a 3 or less.
Is there any buff that a little bit higher? No, not that I can think of for UMD.
I mean, unless you have higher than 27 UMD, you're not going to have any better luck.
Okay.
The good news is that I am a highly intelligent bard, and thus I can cast it just fine. I have 18 intelligence. So otherwise, I have another penalty for not having enough intelligence to be able to cast it.
How much intelligence? Oh, you need a ton of intelligence to do it?
You need 16, or you get like another penalty on the UMD check, I think.
Where is that listed? That part of the spell? Oh yeah, whenever we looked it up, he found it in a PDF. It says that it just is the scroll. Oh, interesting.
This is the section. Well, that was guys pasted.
Dang, great. That looks.
But that's the section from the Chapter 2 PDF apparently, and it literally just says there's a book of the Lore Master, which I have. That's what I've been, and 2 scrolls of Psychic Surgery, and that doesn't say anything else. As far as I can tell, searching the entire PDF, it doesn't have the word surgery appear anywhere else.
I never thought about searching the PDF.
Yeah, man, I screwed up. I need this. I need that vest on my. Apparently, I didn't even read the vest. The vest also lets you read out of a spell book too, so I could read spells I don't have prepared once a day.
So when it says Spiders of Sin and Sky, is that what the Spiders of Lang are?
Give me just a second.
That was mostly a joke, but that'd be kind of hilarious if that was the case.
Pathfinder. House. It figures. I can't even find my
So if
damn.
I want to emulate a 16, I would need to get a use magic device check of 31 in order to be able to cast a level 6 scroll, which I still have good odds of doing, but it's just an additional chance of failure that we don't have to worry about.
So we're trying to figure out if it's 2100 or 21,000, right?
No, I'm trying to figure out, because as far as I can tell from the math, I would expect it to be 1900. That's what I'm saying. It's not just an added 0.
But
I
nothing.
would expect it to be 6 for the spell level, times 11 for the cast, plus 2 and times 25 for being a scroll. Then you add 250 onto that for the material components, and you get 1900. If it's just a misplaced 0, that would be totally fine. But you would have literally had to mistype. You would have had to turn 1900 into 21000. Like that's not like an accident that just happens.
Okay.
And I guess if we're being fair here, Winchimute, we didn't build the party assuming Adolin would be here. He showed up like halfway through it. We've never claimed immensely that he's expected to be here. So even though his heal would instantly solve the problem.
That's the Whisper out of time.
To be fair, he's not going to be here next time either, so.
He might not be here till next year.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just make it short and sweet. I'll get you a price on the scroll, and we'll just assume Adulian's with you, and Hill's Poppy.
Pops on the ground, touches Poppy's leg, and disappears.
He's actually an earth elemental form.
Yeah, he's been an earth elemental this whole time.
Yes, he comes out of the ground, touches Poppy, and disappears back.
Also, that heals all of Poppy's damage. And Drain, too, right?
Not drain.
Oh.
Damage, ability damage.
Whatever, it's charisma. Poppy had nothing to say anyways.
Yo, y'all really want a hammer up the ass, don't you?
Whatever, you can't hear any of us right now.
What's the difference between Poppy and an Aleph?
What?
One does nothing but babble incoherent. The other is an undead spirit.
The
Thanks.
difference between Poppy and what?
An Aleph.
Okay, so the heal would take care of Poppy's confusion, and
Yes.
it would take care of the drain as well.
No.
No.
Poppy
But it
still
would take
has
care of the
charisma drain.
damage.
And he needs what? Greater restoration to get rid of the...
Normal restoration will work, and I do have a few scrolls of that. Poppy still 6 more charisma to lose.
We'll wait till Poppy goes catatonic before we worry about that.
Obviously. We just don't know when the next time we can get any replacements. So if anyone loses negative levels due to like die, or gets energy drained and fails their save, takes any other drain from anything else, right? There's a lot of things. We only have 5 restoration scrolls. Now, technically speaking, if we're, you know, talking the hypothetical fantasy situation here, Steph can do it for 100 gold per cast, but he's not here, so we don't have that available. We have scrolls.
All you're saying is you're only left with us useless people.
Well, you know, you can always make some coffee and sober Steph up long enough for him to cast it.
I mean, I don't have any proof that this isn't just the Pallid Mask acting to, you know, be our friend here.
Yeah. He's doing a great job.
I mean, charming spiders like this, I mean, is that really Enzo's behavior, or is that the Pallid Mask with the kindred spirit?
I think that's, if anything, that's more. We've seen the Pallid Mask. He's more likely to touch you and make your charisma bad than to charm people.
Well, you know, he could be disguised as, you know, he's actually possessing you instead of you possessing him.
He's doing a great job.
By the way, you cheater, Mark, Raging Brutality is not multiplied on a crit.
Oh, that's sad. How do you stop a static damage from applying? You would just have to apply it.
Damage.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
My bad.
That'll also cause another problem against like oozes, which are immune to precision damage. But the flip side is they're immune to the crits, so you can just remove the precision part versus those. Generally.
Gotcha.
So I'm no longer confused and I have all my health back.
Well, I mean, you just saw Dolian pop out of the ground, touch you, and then disappear back into the ground, so that might be kind of confusing.
I mean, no, I just wanted to make sure because nobody fixed my hit points. So I just wanted to make sure before I did it myself. So why do I have the sudden urge to bash Eric in the face with my shield?
We don't know.
No idea.
Well, hey, you know, at least you're still inspired enough to do it.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, so what are we going to do with the charmed spider?
We should talk to it. My best friend, I say. I ask him his name. Do spiders have names? I don't ask him that.
I'm pretty sure like these spiders have like over 20 intelligence.
Oh shit. He's a very smart spider.
Yeah, these are super smart magical beasts. They like fight with the denizens of Lang on their world. They enslave things with magical control. Like, I think this is roughly correct. Am I wildly off on any of this, Wintermute?
He is really intelligent. And you are correct, Eric.
Okay. Then
So he tells you his name, which is unpronounceable to the human tongue.
It's
I
just
think it was.
yeah. Okay. I say great, and I don't repeat his name. And I say, can you? Where are we trying to? Speaking of, where are we trying to go exactly?
I mean, I'm not really sure because I thought we were going to try to find this musician, which we needed help to go and visit a Lord Eldrius in order to find this musician. But now we're in like this frozen city type area apparently. So I think
Well, I
the
asked
plans
him
changed.
this. I asked him all that stuff.
Yes, the musician and the Lord.
Oh shit! No, hang on. I found it. The Star Stelae are located in the city nexuses of Avalon Vor, which is where the Eldreus is, so we're not there. Second one is in Bolvari, which is where we are. The last one's in Paris.
Correct.
Okay, I asked him where the Star Stelae is then. I said, we're looking for the Star Stelae, best bud.
Yeah, go down the tunnel.
Okay, can you lead the way? I mean, you got some friends probably, right? It'd be very rude if they were to be a misunderstanding.
Now, once again, I do feel compelled to mention one. Just so we're clear on something, okay?
Yes.
The spider considers the pallid mask to be his trusted friend and ally, okay?
Correct.
Technically does not change in spite of his attitude about anyone else.
Correct.
You're right.
So I'm just making sure you're aware that is in fact what's going on. It's not enslaved to us or anything. I just think Enzo's the best guy ever.
I whisper to it that these are my lowly slaves that work for me.
I kneel down and prostrate at his feet.
I'm sure none of the others will do that, but that's good enough that he believes it.
Yeah, the spider's just watching Eric kneel, and I really shouldn't accompany you, but I can. I've got a job here to do.
I mean, how often do people even show up? I'm sure you'll be back before anyone else.
Yeah, you deserve a break every once in a while.
You deserve a break.
Like a lunch break, take 10.
Okay, the spider, we're going to retcon for a moment. Let's see.
So what are you retconning?
Sorry, I was reading.
Spider actually dropped rocks on us, we all die.
Oh shit! That's quite the difference in what happened.
Sometimes just gotta lay down the law as a GM, okay?
Yeah, he tells you he would be more than happy to take you to the Knowledge Stone. This particular spider, he's hasn't been to the actual Star Stelae, but he has been to the Knowledge Stone that can help you find the Stelae.
What is the Knowledge
Stone? It's a stone that contains an awful lot of knowledge.
Oh, thanks. Very interested. Okay, and he's used said stone before?
Basically, it's like a city directory.
Ah! Great. And this is his city? Their city? People's city?
The current city of Valeria that you're in.
Is this is his home? Him and his people's home.
I mean, for the record, I will speak up and say, oh, glorious master, I believe this exquisite spider is from the plane of Lang, where they properly rule that.
Yeah, at most they're homesteading.
Ah. Okay. Well, I say lead the way. Bud?
Okay, and he travels down. Sorry. Yeah, he travels, continues down the corridor and at one point, the corridor narrows to the point that this monster spider cannot get through. And he tells you that the knowledge stone is, just a couple of 100 feet further down.
I thank him. Will he wait here? Does he want to see the Star Soleil? I mean, he can come with us.
Yeah, he'll wait here for you. And before you leave, he comes up to you with his massive arms.
Very massive spider arms.
He kind of gives you a hug and tells you he loves you.
Oh.
And for you all to be safe on your trip.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do this as subtly as I can. So while trying to not be obvious about this, speaking of them homesteading, do I notice anything around that looks like any possessions of theirs or anything?
Yes, you do. Up on a ledge in a spider web, you can see this treasure pouch, and you can tell there's part of a sword sticking out. And you can tell that the spider web contains more than just the sword. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't. I guess he's just really. He's very interested in his sword. He's stunned silent.
No, I mean, it's not my place to say anything, oh glorious master.
Can you tell me about the sword up in there?
I mean, I'm assuming that if you looked around, you could see. You know what I'd say. And besides, this glorious spider needs to defend the treasures which it has wrought, from the doomed, feeble mortals of this world. I'll point it out.
I see, and I look up there, and I say, "Is that yours?"
Well, yeah, it's ours. It's one that we've accumulated from adventurers who have come this way in the past. Would you like for me to go get it for you, my good friend?
Sure. I mean, I don't want to steal your stuff, but I might as at least look at it.
And the spider climbs about halfway up the wall, and you can see the legs busy untaching the web, and he pretty much just drops it right at your feet.
I guess we look inside.
Okay, looking inside, you find a +1 axiomatic greatsword,
Ooh,
which
that's a +2 enchant. So that's
+3 weapon.
yeah, 18,000.
Wow, these are treasures the spiders accumulated, and you're just looking at it in terms of its value.
Yeah, I gotta think how expensive these things
what
are.
does the axiomatic
I mean,
do?
what else matters?
It's 2d6 damage against chaotic creatures. And if a chaotic creature tries to wield it, they take like a negative level or two, I forget which. It's basically a lawful weapon designed to use against chaotic creatures.
I will not touch the weapon.
Let's see.
I
Yeah,
can
it's
touch any
an-
weapon that's not unholy.
It's infused with lawful power. It makes the weapon law-aligned and therefore bypasses corresponding damage reduction. It will deal an extra 2d6 of damage against chaotic creatures, 1 negative level. And the negative level remains as long as the weapon is in hand, but the minute it disappears or is sheathed, the negative levels drop. And if you hit somebody with it, the negative level cannot be overcome in any way while the weapon is being wielded. And that does include restoration spells.
Okay.
There is a black soul shard, a minor ring of energy resistance cold, a polished diamond, 2 potions of cure serious wounds, and 1 potion of heroism.
Is he telling his new best friend to take it along with him and guard it carefully so it doesn't get stolen while he's here guarding the corridor?
You got the spider to hold on to it?
Well, I'm asking, is that what the spider's doing?
Yeah, the spider would, would allow you to take the items for safekeeping.
Yeah, I specify you don't know what type of, adventurers are around these days. They might come and steal it.
Oh yes, we've met a lot. None of them have been like you, my friend.
Yes.
And I'm gonna drag all that over to the party sheet, and hopefully I got it all identified.
Looks like it's identified to me.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so basically the black shard is, wow, that's a really good item.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I've never knew this existed. And it's not even that expensive.
Nope. Okay, so I would say we would want to give that the Poppy or Glissa.
Wait, what is it?
It absorbs a negative level when you take it, and if you're raised from the dead, then the negative level cost of being raised is 1 less than normal. But it takes a week to reattune between the reabsorptions. But basically, once a week you can negate a negative level.
Which, if you're dying more than once a week, there might be another problem.
Nonsense! That happened in my Monday night campaign. There's no problems going on at the time.
Yes.
Okay, so whoever wants it, grab it. And
Yeah, I guess I can hang on to it.
Can it absorb confusion effects? And then, I don't. What rings are Poppy and Marsh using?
oh wow,
And
I
then,
had that.
can you?
I had that
What's that?
item tab open, and when Poppy drug it over to his character sheet, it auto closed it on my end.
Wow.
Whoops.
Can you double the polished diamond to 2? By the way.
Yep, I sure can.
I have a ring of feather falling and a ring of protection +3.
And what do you have, Marsh? I noticed you disconnected from the server. I wasn't sure if you was disconnecting in Discord.
Yeah, he's probably coming back. It's showing him as reconnecting.
Yep, right now.
Do you remember what rings you have, Marsh?
Pretty sure I just have ring of protection +3.
So we have a ring of cold resist, taking 10 less cold damage per hit.
I mean, I have an extra ring slot. We have 2, right? Each.
You have an extra what, sorry?
We have 2. We get 2 ring slots, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I should. I mean, if no one else wants it, I'll take it.
I figured it'd be you or Poppy. You can arm wrestle for it or something if you want.
It'd be better on Poppy because I have resist energy and I can cast that on myself, and when I blood rage, I can also cast it on myself.
Do you also do Weatherfall, Poppy? Which would you prefer?
Well, I can carry all of them, but I haven't really been dropped from any or fallen from any great height yet. Then again, I don't think we've had anything that deals cold damage either, have we?
Once in a while.
Yeah, very rare.
Yeah, both those rings are not that good on me, so they're all yours, Poppy.
Okay.
Okay. So we're taking the spiders. I mean, we're protecting the spider stuff, and we're moving on and leaving it here for now. And that's the. Or we're just not actually just discussing. That's just what we're actually doing, right? We're not actually gonna like mention that part. We're just safeguarding.
Yeah, you know, he's cool as long as the pallid mask walks away with the items.
Alright. So I guess we continue down the corridor and get the hell out of here.
Alright, this will be a,
Once we're actually far enough away, like that I'm 100% sure that he's out of earshot and that doesn't have crazy spider senses that can hear. But you realize that that's an evil creature that we should go back and kill once we don't need it, right?
We're probably going to have to kill it on the way back anyway, so it's not like it's going to make that big a deal.
For like 15 days. Bob.
Yeah, why do we have to kill it?
Because it's an evil enslaving creature that murders passersby.
They're entering his domain.
This is not their domain. They're trying to take over this. They are conquerors. They enslave other species. They view everything else that's not a spider as slaves or food, basically. Unless you magically charm it, I guess.
Wow, look at Mr. Moral High Ground over here.
Okay, so what you're saying is I gotta find all of them and charm all of them.
Yeah, that can be your goal.
I don't think I have that many spell slots.
No, I don't think you do either.
Do we have any spells that could put it to sleep?
It's got too many hit die.
Damn.
Not if you were a witch with the slumber hex.
Well, just lowly spells.
Okay, yeah, if you scroll over and down, you'll find yourselves on the map. And the spider is actually...
Do you want to give us a short rest, Wintermute?
Yeah, I sure can.
I love how the Charmed 15... I don't know. Is the Charmed 15 days going to disappear? No. Okay, so that's an infinite duration thing or something. Okay.
Wow, did that really do that? 0. That's what, 1,000,000? 100,000,000. Yeah, I put in all 9s, and it automatically rounded up to 100,000,000.
I see.
So anyway, the spider is back a couple 100 feet down the corridor because he just can't fit. And
Are we still in? Does this tunnel go from the big tunnel there and just into this tiny area? Is this the dead end of the tunnel, basically?
So
I would have thought a tunnel like this would, because I thought we were just like entering this whole vicinity. I was misunderstanding what's going on.
Okay, so we went up.
I
feel like
here you go. I missed a step. You all travel down the mountain tunnel, or through the mountain tunnel.
Okay.
And when you exit the tunnel, the path quickly becomes a makeshift road through a metropolis of ice-encrusted stone. And there's buildings fabricated by some ancient race littering the landscape, and each structure runs counter to human architecture and design. Some sections are complete rubble, some buildings are smashed with no discernible cause or evidence of a natural geological event. There's no stairs anywhere, only ramps. And
very handy, capable city.
They're
forward thinking.
And the number 5 strongly influences many designs, from the shapes of the buildings to door frames and
Did you say the number 5?
the number 5.
So the doors look like a giant number 5?
No, it's influenced by the number 5. So there's like 5 of this, 5 of that, 25 of that. It's like if you look around, it's like, yeah, they really like the number 5 for some reason.
So like the doors have 5 corners or something like that?
Yeah, and you know, a building, instead of being 4 walls, has 5.
Very inefficient sign. They had me on the ramps, but then they ruined it.
And the architecture notwithstanding, the scope of the city suggests a once thriving community. And you see these immense hive-like stadiums and universities and marketplace plazas for as far as the eye can see. And you can hear this whistling wind, and sometimes it seems like it's even carrying a strange cry on the wind. And as you look around, you're not seeing any bodies anywhere, not even skeletons. And mixed with all this stark loneliness, you get the sensation that you're being watched. Oh, cool. the only suggestion of life that you see are these huge and sinister shapes frozen in sheets of ice where bridges were once traversing over this river. And it's very cold, lonely.
So not exactly a vacation home place.
Yeah, truly. And eventually, you know, you're walking through the town being guided by the spider, and you come upon this five-sided spire standing as a monument on top of a 10-foot high base that has this ramp that spirals up the side of the base. And the stone is approximately 25 feet in diameter, 20 feet in diameter, and 40 feet tall. And you can see that it's marked by countless small ruins and glyphs and sigils, and 5 smaller triangular stone markers, all of which point to the center spire, surround the monument. And the ramp itself is, like everything else in the city, is covered in ice, but you're able to make your way up. And who can read Aklo?
Oh, you bet I can.
Can you read Aklo?
Oh, yes. I know Abyssal, Aquan, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Dwarven, Elven, Giant, Knoll, Gnome, Infernal, Sylvan, Undercommon, and I think I'm actually missing a few other languages that I just
Well, there's like 34, so do not list 34 languages.
Well, I actually have a note to myself because I still need to pick 2 languages. So
How do you not have Draconic?
We have Draconic.
No, I didn't hear you say Draconic.
So you need to pick 2 more languages?
Yeah, I still need to pick 2 more languages that I haven't actually picked out yet.
Great.
Elder Thing should be one of them.
I mean, I can speak that or read it with comprehend languages and tongues, but...
Not please.
Okay. Eric, looking at this monument, you can tell roughly that the spider was right. It's an archive of locations in the city. However, to really be of any use, you need to spend an hour studying it. Or, yeah, let's make a linguistics check.
Okay.
Perfect. Those, like, never happen.
This seems important, so I'm going to use my mnemonic vestments along with my scroll of investigative mind. Okay. So, I now have investigative mind as I look this over, so I make 2 linguistic checks and get to pick the higher of them. So I have a 28 linguistics.
Okay, so that would reduce the time required by half, so you're at half an hour now, and you can... Okay. With a DC 20, it halves the time, So that cuts you down to half an hour. And it halves again for every 5 that you exceed on 20. So that would cut the time in half again and again.
Twice, actually. Yes, so that would take it down to 7.5 minutes.
Okay. You've got 7.5 minutes later, you've got a pretty good idea of the layout of the city and how to locate, any specific building in the city. And this is a great stopping point.
Okay.
Alright.
And
Thanks for the session.
let me make a note. Start a battle. Eric has decoded stone.
Also, there's actually 126 languages. But
Yeah,
there's
so,
the 34 most common ones.
yeah, because stuff like Necrol or whatever, right? Like, isn't listed in the default linguistics. So I was trying to figure, like, that's something I should actually take, you know? So.
It's Necrol. It's on the PSRD list.
Right, but it's not in the...
And it doesn't say you can't take it. It's not like... There's obviously one language you can't take.
Really?
Unless you get a druid to teach it to you. What's all their powers worth, you know?
Right. Now, all I was saying is that basically, like, the question is, what will you actually encounter in an adventure path, right? Because if the thing says Necrolus language on, but then all the adventure paths have undead talking and something else, right? Then that doesn't make any difference. So.
Yeah, that's why you learn all the languages.
Right. I don't think I have 100. Even if I was a Tengu, I still would need, like, what, 50 ranks of linguistics to learn all of them?
Yeah,
So I don't.
That depends on your intelligence.
Right.
Yeah, you would actually just need, I think, say intelligence.
If I had 40 ranks in linguistics and a 20 intelligence modifier, then I would know close to all of the languages. And I was a Tengu.
Nah, wait.
Or you had 20 in linguistics and an 80 intelligence modifier.
Right, well, I'll work on that.
Yeah, why aren't you at 80 intelligence yet, pal? Really slow.
Not an 80 intelligence modifier.
Oh, sorry, modifier, you're right. That's
That'd be 170 intelligence.
And why are you a Tengu?
I'm not a Tengu. You know what? With my 170 intelligence, I've actually been a Tengu the whole time. I just figured out how to fool.
Yeah.
So I'm just that smart about it.
Makes sense.
I can't wait till I use trucing and you're like, oh yeah, he's super not a human.
No, I'll just convince you, using clever wordplay, that what you're seeing is not. I mean, they say seeing is believing, but that's not true in magic.
Is your bluff higher than mine?
I don't know. Let's find out. Where's mine?
Probably. Oh my god. Well, I can't beat a 33.
Now that is with heroism adding +2.
Okay, I mean I could just charm you, so... I actually charmed you guys. That's the only reason you let me come on the adventure. I charmed you guys back in the city.
That's how it works.
Okay, well, I got most everyone here.
Oh, going forward times?
Yeah, let's not... I'm going to go ahead and call the game. Eric's going to be out. Shear's iffy on the 22nd.
That seems reasonable. How about the 29th?
I'm good. What about you all?
Doesn't matter to me. I'm at home.
Go on.
I'm assuming I'm gonna be home by that point.
Well, you can always send a message on Discord, right, to Intermute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will be traveling, but I might be able to play that night. It's not a prime holiday night, so
When do you come back?
not till New Year's Day.
What? You're traveling 2 weekends in
What?
a row?
You're taking... Wow, so you're saying we're not going to play the 24th or the 31st?
That's a safe assumption. No, I'm leaving town on December 22nd, and I will not be back till the 1st.
I think that doesn't make any sense.
So
We
the
should play on those 2 days.
24th and the 26th and the 31st are all going to be canceled.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think we can play the 31st, and I think you are being rude.
By not being in the correct state at the time, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so no 22nd and no 29th.
Maybe you should add everyone that, so the other
I
two...
mean, I can maybe do the 29th, just can't guarantee it. I won't know until we're closer, so...
at least, okay. At least add everyone for the 22nd, then.
That's
After
no
22nd.
problem.
So Idolina doesn't show up and be like, where is everyone?
If he
Oh.
12, 20.
Also, guys, we need to take a good night rest soon, because I'm actually running out of spell.
Yeah, this might be a good place to take an overnight rest.
Can we... I guess this is really safe. The giant spiders can't get in here.
Okay, so yes, you all do want to take an overnight rest?
I mean, I would assume that would always be a good
Yeah,
idea
sure.
if you're saying
I
that.
mean, you're traveling all day, right? You said it took a while to get here.
Yep.
And we were messing around. Which means, tomorrow morning, I can get rid of this pallid mask by polymorphing him into, like... I don't know. Anything. Like an ant and keeping him in a jar.
Well, you know, you could polymorph something that the spider, you know, the spider's your friend. He'll do what you say.
Can you hold on to this tiny creature forever?
And damage him half every day.
But hang on, so basically, is he just a food source that keeps on giving? Like, no matter how many bites you take out of him, he regenerates?
Yeah, that's what I tell the spider. Hey, I give you this. It's a rabbit. You can take it.
Hang on. Did he have fast healing, or did he just have rejuvenation? I think he might not have actually had fast healing.
No, the spider's got fast healing.
I think we were just doing non-lethal damage because that healed it, like, you know, whatever it was. Like,
Well, we're doing that overnight. So when I go back to my own body, he doesn't get up and run away.
Yes.
Yeah, he did not. He just had rejuvenation. No fast heal.
Velka, could you put up your server?
Yeah,
Before I want to do this before I forget.
Okay, well, we will see you all at same time next week.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
Thank you. And